Thank you for visiting this channel. It is designed to help native speakers improve their English skills through various expressions and conversations in their daily lives. Please watch it carefully. In this conversation, Emma and James discuss their recent and upcoming family activities. They share stories about spending time with their immediate families, visiting parents, and planning trips. This dialogue covers various aspects of family life, including family gatherings, children, travel, and how family members are doing in their personal and professional lives. Key points to note in this conversation include expressing interest in others' family stories, sharing personal experiences, and discussing future family plans. Here we go. Subject: Family story.
Hi, James. How was your weekend?
Hi, Emma. It was great, thanks. I spent time with my family. How about you?
Sounds nice. I visited my parents. We had a family gathering.
That sounds wonderful. Who was there?
My parents, my brother, and his wife, and my sister with her kids. How about you? Who did you spend time with?
My wife and our 2 kids. We went to the zoo on Saturday.
That's great. How old are your kids now?
Emily is 5 and Lucas just turned 3.
They must be so adorable at that age. Did they enjoy the zoo?
Yes, they loved it. Emily was fascinated by the lions, and Lucas couldn't get enough of the monkeys.
That's so cute. Did you take any pictures?
Yes, we took lots of pictures. I'll show you some later.
I'd love to see them. How are your parents doing?
They're doing well, thanks for asking. They just got back from a vacation in Florida.
That's nice. My parents are planning a trip to Italy next month.
Italy sounds amazing. Have they been there before?
No, it's their first time. They're really excited about it.
I'm sure they'll have a great time. Italy is beautiful.
I agree. I visited Italy a few years ago, and it was fantastic.
That's wonderful. Did you go with your family?
Yes, I went with my sister. We had such a great time exploring Rome and Venice.
That sounds amazing. I'd love to visit Italy someday.
You should. It's a beautiful country with so much history.
I'll definitely put it on my travel list. How's your brother doing?
He's doing well. He just started a new job, and he's really enjoying it.
That's great to hear. What does he do?
He's an architect. He loves designing buildings.
That's an interesting job. I've always admired architects.
Yes, he's very passionate about it. What about your sister? How is she?
She's good. She recently moved to a new city for work.
That's exciting. How is she adjusting to the new place?
She's settling in well. She likes her new job and has made some new friends.
That's great to hear. Moving can be tough, but it sounds like she's handling it well.
Yes, she's very adaptable. We're planning to visit her next month.
That's nice. It'll be good to see her new place.
Definitely. Family is so important.
I agree. It's always nice to catch up with family.
Absolutely. Do you have any family plans for the upcoming holidays?
Yes, we're planning a big family reunion. It'll be fun to see everyone.
That sounds fantastic. Family gatherings are always special.
Yes, they are. I'm really looking forward to it.
Me too. There's nothing like spending time with family.
Let's break down the conversation between Emma and James into smaller parts and understand the key phrases used. I'll explain each part and why it's important, offering alternative expressions and the context in which they can be used. This is crucial for understanding everyday English conversation. Introducing the topic. Hi, James. How was your weekend?
Hi, James. How was your weekend?
This is a friendly and common way to start a conversation, especially after a break or a weekend. It shows interest in the other person's activities. Alternative expressions include: Hey, James. How did your weekend go?
Hey, James. How did your weekend go?
Hi, James. What did you do over the weekend?
Hi, James. What did you do over the weekend?
Sharing family time. I spent time with my family.
I spent time with my family.
Sharing personal experiences helps build connections. It's a simple way to let someone know what you did without going into too much detail. Variations include: I hung out with my family.
I hung out with my family.
I had a family weekend.
I had a family weekend.
Family gathering details. We had a family gathering.
We had a family gathering.
This describes a specific family event. It provides more detail about what you did with your family. Alternative expressions include: We had a family get-together.
We had a family get-together.
We had a family reunion.
We had a family reunion.
Asking about family members. Who is there?
Who was there?
Asking about who attended the family gathering shows interest in the other person's family and encourages them to share more. Variations include: Who all came?
Who all came?
Who was at the gathering?
Who was at the gathering?
Spending time with children. We went to the zoo on Saturday.
We went to the zoo on Saturday.
Sharing specific activities makes the conversation more vivid and engaging. Variations include: We visited the zoo on Saturday.
We visited the zoo on Saturday.
We took the kids to the zoo on Saturday.
We took the kids to the zoo on Saturday.
Children's ages. Emily is 5 and Lucas just turned 3.
Emily is 5 and Lucas just turned 3.
Providing details about his children's ages helps paint a clearer picture of his family life and makes the conversation more personal. Variations include: Emily is 5 years old and Lucas just turned 3.
Emily is 5 years old and Lucas just turned 3.
Emily is 5 and Lucas recently turned 3.
Emily is 5 and Lucas recently turned 3.
Children's reactions. Emily was fascinated by the lions.
Emily was fascinated by the lions.
Sharing specific experiences makes the conversation lively. It gives the other person a glimpse into what your children enjoyed. Variations include: Emily loved watching the lions.
Emily loved watching the lions.
Emily couldn't stop looking at the lions.
Emily couldn't stop looking at the lions.
Taking photos. Did you take any pictures?
Did you take any pictures?
This shows interest in visual memories and can lead to sharing photos, which can strengthen the connection. Variations include: Did you get any pictures?
Did you get any pictures?
Did you snap any photos?
Did you snap any photos?
Parents' well-being. How are your parents doing?
How are your parents doing?
Inquiring about the well-being of family members shows care and interest. It's a thoughtful question. Variations include: How are your parents?
How are your parents?
How have your parents been?
How have your parents been?
Parents' trips. They just got back from a vacation in Florida.
They just got back from a vacation in Florida.
Sharing recent activities of family members adds depth to the conversation and keeps it dynamic. Variations include: They just returned from a vacation in Florida.
They just returned from a vacation in Florida.
They recently got back from a trip to Florida.
They recently got back from a trip to Florida.
Future travel plans. My parents are planning a trip to Italy next month.
My parents are planning a trip to Italy next month.
Discussing upcoming family plans is another way to share personal life details and keep the conversation interesting. Variations include, my parents are going to Italy next month.
My parents are going to Italy next month.
My parents have a trip to Italy planned for next month.
My parents have a trip to Italy planned for next month.
Travel experiences. I visited Italy a few years ago.
I visited Italy a few years ago.
Sharing personal travel experiences helps find common ground and keeps the conversation engaging. Variations include, I went to Italy a few years back.
I went to Italy a few years back.
I traveled to Italy a few years ago.
I traveled to Italy a few years ago.
Siblings' lives. How's your brother doing?
How's your brother doing?
Asking about siblings shows interest in other family members and encourages further sharing about personal life. Variations include, how is your brother?
How is your brother?
How has your brother been?
How has your brother been?
Siblings' job. He's an architect.
He's an architect.
Sharing professional details about family members provides insight into their lives and can lead to more detailed discussions. Variations include, he works as an architect.
He works as an architect.
He's in the architecture field.
He's in the architecture field.
Sisters move. She recently moved to a new city for work.
She recently moved to a new city for work.
Discussing significant life changes of family members keeps the conversation interesting and engaging. Variations include, she just moved to a new city for her job.
She just moved to a new city for her job.
She relocated to a new city for work.
She relocated to a new city for work.
Adapting to new places. How is she adjusting to the new place?
How is she adjusting to the new place?
Showing concern for family members' well-being by asking about their adjustment to new situations is a thoughtful way to keep the conversation going. Variations include, how is she settling in?
How is she settling in?
Is she adjusting well to the new place?
Is she adjusting well to the new place?
Future visits. We're planning to visit her next month.
We're planning to visit her next month.
Sharing future family plans keeps the conversation dynamic and interesting, and it shows that James values family connections. Variations include, we're planning to go see her next month.
We're planning to go see her next month.
We're visiting her next month.
We're visiting her next month.
Thanks for joining today's lesson. See you next time.